Alright, stuff's been going on in the background that I ain't been talking about fully. There have been, let's call them privacy violations. And I got a lawyer to take it. And I got paid out. This is only the beginning. There's more than I can count. But this was $2,100. I'm being very careful, of course, not showing fucking numbers on a check. And this one, $3,700. And this one, $5,200. More than 10 grand. And more coming. Quite a bit more coming. That's not my disability. And all that set in motion before the eviction. So if I hadn't gotten evicted, I would have gotten the apartment. My rent would have been 1/3 of my disability, leaving me $850-ish spending money a month. Plus I'd get food stamps. Plus I'd come down with $10,000 for now. Another good bit. Maybe another $10,000. Oh, and then all my back pay and stuff, which I still have. Even after all the move and setup and everything else, I've still got a few thousand from that. It wasn't worth it. Yes, I got a lawsuit off for privacy violations and got a few tens of thousands of dollars. In a heartbeat, I would give up 20 grand to not having suffered these goddamn fucking stalkers for so long. And it's not over. They'll be the first ones on this. But if you persist in attacking me, I'm going to use my money to get professional help and come after you. A real lawyer. Lou thinks that stepping on me in small claims court, where he has friends in the court and he's under thin blue line protection and he's got, police and military connections. He's a straight fucking insurrectionist, militiaman himself. Well, the way America works is you take money and you give it to the important people and they do it. So you fucking tell the lawyers, let's let Lou Stefano not show up to court for a lawyer, because I don't give a fuck if there is a settlement offer. I'll fucking say, no, drag his ass into court. You tell me. He was approached by Richard Crown, Arkansas pedophile, to bully a disabled adult. I'm legally disabled. Now you can't question it. Under a restraining order. And he's been at it for many years since. 8 years. More than 8 years. Almost 9. And I completed nearly setting up the apartment. I never finished physically setting up the stuff I bought. The day that all happened, the day that Lou and crew and Raging Romp scared me and I called the cops and got arrested and lost everything, I just got that shipment with the audio equipment and the entertainment center, and I put it up on the wall. And like the day I got my stuff, I got fucked off. But I already had all my stuff, and I had my pot grow. Almost everything. There was nothing left to spend money on, and I would have been fine. I would have been 100% fine. Still working. Still fucking going out flying outside. And with that much income, $800 a month and money that I control and a home, I would save probably $500 a month. And food stamps on top of that. I would have probably saved $500 per month. And invest it. Maybe not crypto shit. Like, there's a lot of... I need to do a heavy research before I go back in with anything. I did well. But, the major scandals rocked. I looked at FTX, but the app seemed childish and amateurish, and I passed quickly. My settling was Coinbase, which is one of the biggest in the world, and a lot of big people have their money there. So if they tried to pull that level of shenanigans there, I don't think it would be the same. But California outlawed the staking, so I can't get interest anymore, which was a good chunk of it. I could be pulling 9% interest. Anyway. But fucking regular. I'm going to have to now. I'm going to go buy some CDs, some just regular certified certificates of deposit. Just to get some extra money for, because I sit on my shit like, but I would have had a decent little life, and no matter how much the stalkers struggled, I would have kept working at it, and eventually probably been okay and been a productive member of society, because I'm crazy, the police are evil, they lie and cheat, and I'm perfectly willing to stand up with them and go out and fucking fight the civil rights thing. The service dog was a big part of that. But they took all that. So if something really bad ever happens, everyone needs to know that the night of the incident that caused me to lose the apartment, Raging Rob was harassing, and I called the cops, and he's one of Lou Stefano's crew, and they all were recruited by Richard Crowell, Megan's Law pedophile brother of Cop, my primary stalker, founder and leader of the Troll Brigade Mafia. Lou was an official member of the Troll Brigade Mafia. Raging Rob was never. They just recruited him. They just used him as a tool to bully an autistic, retarded adult for fun. Of course, that's his hobby, so it wasn't hard to convince him to do that. And he's one of the ones that may have been paid. Anderson Henderson and Lon the cyberbully were paid. I think there was more than that, maybe even Lou, but I'm not. Lou is so high rank. He's one of the official original Troll Brigade Mafia members, so he may be the one doing the paying to people. But I would recommend everyone leave me alone, because anyone on my radar, I'm going to come for you. I'm the one that's in the right, and you all are nothing but trolls and bullies and liars. I've been begging for an investigation for years. I got Gardner Earth guy hit me up on Twitch, and during those reporting processes, I've struck some gold. Twitch has a process that you can show to law enforcement to go after people for off-service abuse. They have instructions for the pigs on what to do. So yeah, I'm going to try that. And I'm going to straight pay a lawyer to, at least we're going to get restraining orders on. Like, Lou Stefano has to get a restraining order. First of all, he's armed and dangerous and an insurrectionist, so we need to get a restraining order on him one way or the other. And two, he recruits people and has been doing so for years. Some of his crowd have been the worst. Rebel Daddy and Swammy or whatever. And Rob could be his recruit. I don't know who hired him, but it was either Lou or Richard. Richard does outrank Lou, but I got a feeling that Richard approached Lou and Lou knew or approached Rob, but I don't technically know that. Richard could have approached both of them separately, and Rob may not have wanted to be a Troll Brigade Mafia member because he has his own gang's affiliations. He may not be allowed to say he's part of a different gang. I don't know how that fucking works. But Lou was an official member. Troll Brigade Mafia, Colton No PP was his chapter. So I would have had a quiet, happy life, being a productive member of society and not hurting anybody. But those people, they cause problems for me. And if anything bad happens, if I snap, there'll be an investigation of what they said, what they've done all these years will be laid bare, and everyone's going to know it was you. Where do you think the hate's going to go, Lou? The little girls you got to bully me, the little fucking high school kids. No, people are going to look at the Nazi pedophiles, the people with rap sheets, the people with swastikas in the background while they give speeches. They're going to look at you. You wanted to be boss man of a gang? Fine, you are. I want RICO charges over this shit. It's organized criminal activity. Richard said it in court. He made the Troll Brigade Mafia. And they do bad things. I'll never forgive any of you. I want revenge.